be well. All manner.
This vigil in Chicago on Friday served as a reminder of another source of tension between the church and the administration, Donald Trump's determination to deport thousands of illegal immigrants. Here, in the Pope's home city, the flashpoint has been access to those who've been detained with a view to deportation. Many of them are Catholic with Latin American heritage, and Father Brendan Curran, a Dominican friar in Chicago, is part of a group who hold weekly prayer vigils outside the Broadview Detention Center.
This year has been very traumatic. I have never seen such oppressive measures of federal agents before my eyes in my life.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this moment of grace and prayer.
So we started this over 20 years ago because Friday mornings was the departure point from which detainees were leaving on a bus to the border and departing from the United States. We began that rosary as a witness, not only for public view, but also so that the detainees could hear some brief words of comfort while their life has been shattered. And this particular year, on serving in that capacity on Fridays, has been an utter shocking experience with snipers on the roof pointed down at us while we're praying.
We pray for ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. May the powers of mercy and justice infuse them with transformational love.
In our neighborhoods where we were visiting, where federal agents would just pull people off the sidewalk, terrorize people, pull them into vehicles, cover them up, beat them up, and drop them a few blocks away.
We pray for all those who have been harmed by this cruel and violent system.
The conduct of agents from ICE, or Immigration and Customs Enforcement, provoked concerns that went well beyond the church following the killing of 2 American citizens in Minneapolis at the beginning of the year.
These streets are now the clash of wills between a Republican president pushing the boundaries of his power and a Democratic city pushing back.
The administration hit back by pointing out that Donald Trump had a Democratic mandate for the deportation policy.
The group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws.
The Vice President J.D. Vance, who is, of course, himself a Catholic. After months of protests, lawsuits and appeals from Pope Leo, a small group of religious leaders were finally granted access to detainees in Chicago at Easter this year. Father Paul Keller, a priest at Claretian Missionaries in the city, was one of them.
It's very moving. Obviously, people have been detained relatively recently to be at the processing center. So they're very shocked, disturbed, emotional. I liken it to an emergency room to attend to people when the crisis has just happened. On Holy Thursday, the detainees were handcuffed and shackled. It didn't seem necessary, and it seemed unnecessarily degrading and dehumanizing. Pope Leo has, in public comments, specifically referenced the Broadview processing facility, and to know as ministers of the church that we're not working independently is tremendous. It really helps. It really keeps our morale going.
I felt absolutely encouraged by the Pope that our church is attempting to live the gospel, not just in faith, but putting faith in action. To cry out to the world, not just the United States, you have to treat migrants, migrating peoples, with humanity, with dignity, and remind them that it is a right to find a place of refuge.
Brendan Curran.